Hey guys, welcome. It's African Gamer right here. So this channel is supposed to be just for games. Anyway, let's start off with the games. Tunisia lost to Senegal.
It's from the semi-final between Senegal and Tunisia. A wonderful goal scored by just 7 minutes in. Shot 4 times in the group stage, including a 17-minute second-half hat-trick against Egypt, and took aim from distance here, beating the Spain diver Rad Gazet. Tournament's top scorer now with 5 goals. And then Tunisia making life difficult for themselves. Under-hit back pass from Zinedine Sassi. Seized upon by Lamine Camara. And Camara had an assist in the basketball games. This time, getting a goal for himself, sliding in just ahead of Gazet to double the lead for the Senegalese on 17 minutes. And Senegal didn't wait too long in the second half either before grabbing their thirds once more. Tunisia punished for losing possession deep in their half. This time Yassine Droudi, the player losing the ball. Souleymane Faye laid it off to his captain Samba Diallo, who was denied not once but twice. And Camara is not to be denied. Third time around, his second of the game. Senegal's third as he drove the ball under Gazet to make it 3-0, 7 minutes into the second half. All but sending through.
That was actually a good game. If you can tell, the Senegalese players were celebrating, showing their skin color.
Right, Gazet. And Lamine Camara has his second of the afternoon at Senegal.
Like, yo, this is, we are human. But you would think it's 2023, who still have to prove that they're human, you know what I mean? But
it struck for the third time this afternoon. So the next goal was going to be vital. It's gone the way of Senegal, and that could be curtains now for Tunisia.
That was like a sweet win for Senegalese who played. It was like it's a double win. To like, you know what, we are here, we are strong, and we are just too good. Here we are. So what happens in Tunisia is that the country of Tunisia, as everybody else in the world, is going through some economic challenges right now.
Echoing across the streets of Tunis, calls for President Said to stand down as demonstrators defy an official ban on their protest.
Our current situation is bad. Why does the president say that everything is available, but in reality, there is nothing? We live in fear. When Kais Saied gives a speech, I am afraid. Do you know why? He does not reassure us, and his speeches are frightening, and he divided us into 2 parts.
This situation is unprecedented, and I lived through the period of Bourguiba and Ben Ali. This is a campaign of random arrests without charges. They arrest people and then search for an accusation.
The National Salvation Front coalition combines Tunisia's biggest party, the Islamist Ennahda, the Stop the Coup protest movement, and some other political parties. Their protests this weekend come after weeks of arrests targeting prominent opponents of President Said, who staged his first major crackdown since he seized wide-ranging powers in 2021, shutting down parliament and moving to rule by decree. His opponents say he has dismantled the democracy won in the 2011 revolution that triggered the Arab Spring. Said has denied his actions were a coup, saying they were legal and necessary to save Tunisia from chaos.
The government or the president of Tunisia went on national TV during an interview and said some things he shouldn't have said. But maybe he meant to say it, because who knows? His followers, they took it upon his word and they started threatening. And if you've been paying attention to African news, you know that there are massive exodus of people who look like me. Well, not the face, the skin color.
Meeting of the National Security Council on Tuesday, President Said called for urgent measures to stop the arrival of hordes of illegal immigrants from sub-Saharan Africa, whom he said bring violence, crime, and unacceptable practices. On Saturday, hundreds of protesters marched down Avenue Habib Bourguiba in central Tunis, chanting, Down with fascism. Tunisia is an African country. The situation is alarming. Testimony from migrants speak of arbitrary arrests, expulsion from homes, and racist attacks.
We feel scared. We are here to work. Things have changed since Tuesday. Tunisians are rejecting us. We are being attacked and fired from our jobs. Landlords put us outside. We are in the street now. Our future is not clear. We are looking for shelter in our embassy.
We want to go back to our country, but we are looking for protection now. In some places, like public transportation, we are not accepted. I have just come, but I want to leave for a safer place. I came back to look for a job, but the situation is not comfortable. We are afraid when women and children are in the streets. Some are arrested, others are attacked.
On February 16th, several Tunisian human rights organizations denounced the arrest of 300 migrants in a single week.
This speech gives legitimacy to anyone who would like to attack a black person in the street. Even me, as a black Tunisian, I am now threatened if I go out in the street, since people don't know the difference anyway. Fear has also won over sub-Saharan students who are now afraid to leave their homes.
The speech also sparked reactions on social media by activists who were divided between support and criticism. Government has failed to comment. We tried to get interviews from government officials, but no answer. Tunisia, a country already affected by political disputes and economic decline, is deeply divided over African migrants. The recent protests and the controversy over the president's latest remarks are adding to a growing list of crises. Nadia Shawash, TRT World, Tunis.
Apparently, the president of Tunisia think that the reason why they have all these other problems is because there's so many dark people in Tunisia. Well, he didn't say it like that, but that's basically the whole thing, right? Like, he went racial about all the solutions, what can come up. And his supporters, they said, okay, if you want us to do something, so they started threatening. And most of the students and people who are just studying in their universities, they were like, you know what, countries are sending planes to get their people from Tunisia, as they should. But it's actually really a sad scenario because, like, politicians do this, right? They have to come up with a diversion of like, okay, I'm currently in a hot soup right now, but I know there are followers of me who are very racist, and if I say some racist thing, they're gonna just take it up and forget about the other economic things. Like, this country in Africa, actually, I have been like reading the history of Africa. Tunisia is actually the reason why Africa is called Africa. All that you can Google it. The information is there on Google. Also, I think Tunisia, when you look at their economy, they don't depend much on African countries. So it's like, what are we gonna do? It's sad. A lot of Tunisians took to the streets to protest this discrimination, but it's just like, it's not like the whole country is super racist. If you're here for the first time, subscribe. You hear more of sport news and also watch other game videos. I'll see you guys on the other side. Bye.
Just look at the delight on the face of Lamine Camara. Was a crucial part of his country's African Nations Championship success in Algeria.